Hi students! This week we are going to talk about birds. Birds are an exciting topic in science and art. On day 1, I will walk you through what a bird is. On day 2, we'll talk about feathers and nests. And on day 3, we'll talk about unique bird beaks and why they are so different. Miss Learned will help you draw some of these feathered friends that we find around our neighborhoods. So what is a bird anyway? There are so many different kinds of birds that live on our earth. There are birds that live in the Arctic. There's birds that live in the tropics. There's birds that live right here in Durham. Tiny birds, medium-sized birds, giant birds. One thing they all have in common is feathers. Feathers cover their bodies. They don't have scales and they don't have fur. Feathers are what makes up the body covering of a bird. We'll talk more about feathers tomorrow. Birds have beaks and they have wings, although not all of them can fly. They have a skeletal system, they're warm-blooded, and they lay eggs, usually in a nest that they build. A scientist who studies birds is called an ornithologist. Let's make some binoculars so that we can look for birds just like an ornithologist. Binoculars are a tool ornithologists use as they observe the size, feather colors, and behavior of birds. They are made with 2 lenses that magnify objects that are far away. Gather your supplies. You will need 2 paper tubes, tape, string, and a hole punch. If you don't have any binoculars at home, I can teach you how to make some out of paper tubes, string, tape, and a hole punch. Binoculars are just an easy way to focus your view on birds. Take your tubes and a piece of tape, hold them together, and then go ahead and place the tape around both tubes. Stick that tape down in the middle so that it's very strong. I might need another piece of tape on the back. The tubes are really just to make sure that my eyes are focusing in one direction. If you'd like to add some string to your binoculars so you don't lose them when you're outside, you will need a hole punch. You can take your hole punch and carefully put 1 hole on each side of your tubes. You might need an adult's help. Sometimes a hole punch is pretty hard to squeeze. Take your string, push it through the hole, pull enough string out to tie it. I make a simple knot just like I'm tying my shoes. Go ahead and knot it twice. Then you're going to take the other side of your string and connect it to the other tube. I'd still have to put my binoculars together, but you get the idea. Now they can go around your neck and you can take your binoculars outside. Birding in the winter is nice because the trees' branches are bare. Remember, they dropped their leaves in the fall to prepare for the cold temperatures. Finding birds takes patience, but if you're quiet and still, you will soon see some birds. When you see a bird, try to notice the feather colors. This cardinal has red feathers with a few black feathers around its beak and throat. It has a crest of feathers on its head that it can ruffle up or down. Notice its feet and long tail. The girl cardinal is not red at all, but a light brown with a little bit of red on its wings. Sometimes birders even hear the sound of a bird before they see them. This is the sound of the house sparrow. the American crow. Notice the striking blue patterns of the blue jay's feathers. This is a downy woodpecker. Check out the checkered black and white wings, and its head is striped. Males have a red patch on the back of their head. You may hear them drumming on trees as they hunt for insects. Enjoy looking for birds this week.